All right, so for our first completing the square problem, if we look at number 1, we know that the first thing we need to do is move our constant to the other side. The constant is the term that does not have a variable attached to it. So if we look here, our constant is this minus 8. So what we're going to do is we are going to add 8 to both sides. So we end up with x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 10y equals 8. Now, I want you to rewrite this so that your x terms are together and that your y terms are together. And when you write it, we're going to leave a little space. So we're going to leave a little space right here. And a little space right here. Now, to find out what we have to add for the x's, we are going to look at the term attached to our x variable. Here, we have a negative 8. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our negative 8, divide it by 2, and square it. So that ends up being negative 4 squared, which gives us a 16. So we're going to add a 16. Now, what we do to one side, we do to the other. So if we add a 16 to the left side of the equation, we need to add a 16 to the right side of the equation. I'm going to go ahead and erase my work from my x term. Now we're going to look at our y terms. We have a negative 10 attached to our y, so we are going to take this term attached to our y variable, divide it by 2 and square it. So, again, here we're going to end up with a negative 5 squared, which is going to give us a 25. So we're going to add a 25, and what we do to one side, we do to the other. We want a 25, not a 5. We add a 25 to the left side, or to the right side of the equation as well. So now, what we can do is if we look at all of our x terms here, we can factor this. This becomes x minus 4 times x minus 4. And we can rewrite this as x minus 4 squared, because what it is it's x minus 4 times x minus 4. Since you have 2 of them, you square it. Then, if we look at our y terms, if we were to factor this, we would get y minus 5 times y minus 5. We get y minus 5 squared. And now, we can add together all of our terms on this side. When you add all of these together, you should get 49. So at this point, we are in our standard form of a circle. So our equation in standard form is x minus 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 49. Now our center is going to be 4, 5, and our radius is the square root of this number. So it's root 49, and we can reduce that, or simplify that, to 7. So that should be our answer there, and that's our answer.